Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Things are looking up around here.
What's happening, Hunter? Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Genius inventor strikes again. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Don't forget to write.
Hey, Hunter. How are you adjusting to this century? As a fellow time-displaced person, perhaps there are some gaps we can help each other with.
Yes, I have a lot of cultural catching up to do.
I have time to field a question, and I'd like to hear about America before it was a country.
Are tavern songs and operas still the toast of the town?
I hate to break it to you, but opera wasn't too popular even in my day. A lot of music from your time became other things. Tavern songs went away with the invention of the jukebox, but parents sing Three Blind Mice to their children to get them to sleep.
They sing what? Three Blind Mice is not suitable for children. That is a grim song about the Queen executing Protestants.
I don't even think I knew that bit of trivia. I suspect the melody is easy to sing and is very catchy.
It is an earworm about wanton capital punishment.
Well, thankfully, kids don't really grasp that context. Adjusting to a new time is tricky.
We need a support group for people displaced in time.
We used to run one at Avengers Tower on the new moon of every month. I'm sure we'll get one set up again once we stop the prophecy. I'll save you a seat next to Miguel. He drops by from time to time. He's from the year 2099. Nice guy.
See you soon.
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
We hear you. someone order a knuckle sandwich? That's the stuff. Engaging.
Leave some for the rest of us. Hail that!
Of preparation.
I think you've got him. Good here. Enemy unit reposition.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Taking the shot. That was your one chance.
There's really no point in hiding, but as you wish.
You're feeling strong today, because you're going to have to deal with one of the Fallen.
I've heard a great deal about Wanda, but now I finally see her power with my own eyes. I am impressed. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Bad.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Not the first or the last.
All lined up. One of ours needs help.
Lose yourself. No one will remember.
Looks like we've got the upper hand.
Let's hope for a better outcome this time.
Let's settle.
But I thought we were friends. I guess the gloves are off.
Let me show you the way.
That's some move. Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Target
Oh, you'll suffer for that. Point. Mother, protect me. That won't make this easier for you.
You're next on the list.
It's a bit late to hide, is it not?
We've got hostile reinforcements here.
No one escapes.
Agatha was right. The power I feel from this Scarlet Witch. It almost reminds me of my mother. You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, don't you?
Roger that. Just the boost I needed.
How could you do that to a friend? Mother will never let me fall. Mother's vision cannot be denied. You seem confused. Let's finish
Hydras do not want to hurt you, Wanda. They care about you more than you understand. Weak, even for Hydra. They cannot possibly match your strength.
By the will of the old god. This is no trifling matter.
You are lucky to still be breathing. Welcome assistance. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. Let us take them down together! Nailed it!
Hopefully they learned their lesson. But we all know that's wishful thinking.
We learn more with each encounter.
I don't. Hunter, hello.
What do we have today?
Each battle pushes us closer to victory.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you.
I liked this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Good girl, Charlie.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. Go ahead. We can start whenever. You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first, I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Cree farming implements.
This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Cree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Cree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Cree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Cree farming techniques and defend their world with Cree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Cree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Cree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
And to their enemies, the Cree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Cree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Cree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Cree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's Book Club. I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
On your way out?
That is it for me.
Righteous. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Actually, I didn't connect with it at all. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You didn't like it.
It's more that I didn't have the context. But you do, and you clearly like the book, so...
So...
I wanted to see it through your eyes. If you don't mind, I'd like that context.
I don't mind.
Okay, then.
Most of my time at Central is hurry up and wait. Stop by when I'm waiting. We'll talk.
I will.
Good?
Good.
Evildoer?
Some of those spells were a little hectic. Perhaps I need some practice.